for the Spurs. You know we top three and they never been third. Not even number two. Yeah, you know we number one. Just like when the young man just.
Welcome to SASA 210. I'm your host, Panoramic. I'm always going to let you know what would Batman do. Right here with my co-host.
Outspoken, and I'd buy that for $1.
You got the analyst here. The numbers never lie. I'm prophecy. Said it, forget it. All right, we want to welcome our guys here because for one thing, what we're doing right now is I want you to envision yourself being at the first preseason Wembanyama game / Spurs game. You're going to be witnessing history in the making.
For the first game, preseason game, just imagine you're there. You see this guy walk out. I mean, 7'7". No, I'm not exactly. He's like 7'4.5". But still, just to be there and see that history. It's like, if you think back, if you've been a Spurs fan for long enough, think back. Damn, I wish I could have been there to see Chip Duncan's first preseason game.
That is true. Yeah. Basically the same energy. And that's the funny thing. You know, we were going to see the game ourselves. DK got the tickets, but you know what? We took those tickets and we're going to raffle them off so you guys can go see the game. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment with your emails. Let's make sure that the guys that are raffling it off, we can send those tickets to a good home. Because unfortunately, our boy's not going to make it. He wasn't taking us, so we said we're going to raffle him off.
He wanted to go, but we told him
yeah, that's news to me. But yeah, I mean, section 127, only 31 rows away from the floor.
31?
31. Yeah, I'm going. Never mind. Maybe we'll get only raffle one of those.
So correction, we got one ticket that we're raffling off. You guys think you get to enjoy it with our boy Panoramic here. That's what I'm doing right now. But no, 2 tickets to go watch history. What's up?
Yeah, exactly. Go on all season.
Oh, we're doing awesome. Talking about history in the making. This is our first show as well, so this is going to be the first raffle that we have, first of many. So we'll be seeing history being made in multiple platforms. So not only with Wembanyama out there for the team, but also a local podcast that we want to get up and going and make sure the city's aware of it before we go local. So please get in early. Okay, first topic is going to be preseason games that are going on right now. When we're doing this recording, it's Dallas versus the Timberwolves. We're going to talk about that and see what we think about Dallas. Me personally, from what I saw, we should have no problem at all beating Dallas because they have no defense. There is no defense. Tell me what you guys think, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'll say it's not there. Hey, I'll say this. I'm a little biased. I say the same thing every year. Dallas always surprises me. I'm not a fan. So I hope they're not going to have the defense this year, but we'll see where they play. I haven't seen enough to determine whether or not this season they're actually going to be able to pull something out of the fire, but hopefully not enough against the Spurs.
I mean, basically, they only got 2 guys that make up that whole team.
That is right.
I mean, I believe Luka probably had like 24 points in the first half, and that just explains that nothing else is going on in that team.
Hey, the numbers don't lie.
Irving probably finished with maybe 23. Yeah, no defense whatsoever. I mean, getting rid of Reggie Bullock, which I don't understand why we would get rid of him as well. But yeah, you're talking about a defensive presence right there that they don't have anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like, what are we going to do with a team that does no defense at all?
Hopefully score on them. So my thing is, they have no defense, but we have to be able to put up the offense because one thing Dallas does have is a lot of offense. So we got to be able to put up offense to match them. Our shooters have to be consistent. We have to get them open, which I think Wemby's going to do, taking a presence down low and being able to score from the outside. He'll be able to spread the floor. We got to make sure Vassell stays on his consistency of improving every
And
single
does he
year.
get hurt?
Yeah.
True.
Which I don't think he'll get hurt. He's not injury
now that
prone.
there's enough distractions. I
So-
mean, we
so
got
it
three
always starts
people
somewhere.
that ball can go through. You're talking about Keldon Johnson, Webby, and now Vassell. But also you got Graham. Graham being a 2-point, well, maybe not. He's a shooting guard, but I feel like we should play him as a point guard. One, because I just believe he's better than Trey Jones.
But we're still talking about Zohan too, right? I mean, he's still going to be in the mix. If we're talking
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's,
Yeah.
it's a lot of distractions that's going to get him
Yeah,
out.
he's Rodman 2.0. So
Oh, I like it.
We got defense coming out. Like,
And that's what we need.
I mean, you're talking about perimeter defense being taken care of as long as like a 3-point shot. If you can get there on the outside, which, like I say, he's not going to be a true center until he gets some muscle.
y'all
Like, if he
still
has
on
a,
about that. He's not
Yeah.
a true center, but he's a center.
he's not a center. He's a power
he has the height
forward.
of a center, but he can't play the
He's not a
position.
And I
center.
was going to say, you put him on a different team, I can see him as a center. But for the Spurs, I think we can leverage him in
gotta be smart.
way more. Yeah,
He-
we got to
he-
be strategic.
He has to play the 4.
Yeah.
He has to play the 4.
He has because he has the speed of a 4, but he doesn't have the strength yet of a 5.
I could even see him playing the 3 at times.
Three.
Well, he's got the ball handling. He's got the ball handling.
You think about it, he's 4 inches taller than Durant.
Well, not only that, have you seen him come out of a screen and go right into the ball handling? His transitions
Yeah,
are
the guy's
I mean, you got-
his
you got-
Euro step is like 6 feet.
Did y'all, no. Speaking of that, and that's what I was saying. Did y'all see that highlight where he shot a 3-pointer, missed it, got his own rebound, and dunked it back in?
Not a lot of
Who
people.
bricks a 3-pointer and gets their own rebound and dunks it back in?
You know who?
Wemby.
We got to see how he does. I don't want the expectations going through the roof. I want him to be like, hey, let him grow. Let's not overwhelm this kid with too much.
I agree. That is a valid point because he is brand new to being at this level. On top of that, being on a Spurs team with the way Pop is going to coach, there's going to be a lot of expectations to get this guy up where he needs to be. We don't want to burn this kid out before he actually gets to the point where he can shine.
We don't want this kid's expectations to think of playoffs, winning the championship. I think his best expectation should be just making the playoffs at the most.
I mean, but let's get it straight. You don't think the kid knows that he's better than about, let's say, more than 50% of the NBA right now that's starting?
Yeah. Hey, but the beauty is he doesn't seem to have a chip on his shoulder about it.
Yeah,
And
we
I
don't want
love
him
that.
to. We don't want him to fully be cocky, but I think he knows that he has a slight advantage over about maybe 50% of these starters.
Another
right now.
thing,
He got the
too,
skill.
he's only 19 years old.
But it goes back to what you were saying earlier. We don't want that guy that's going to come in here
I don't want him
want the
discouraged.
Kardashian lifestyle to
Yeah,
destroy
exactly.
his legacy.
I don't want him discouraged because he did not win an NBA championship from the beginning.
Oh no, I think the kid knows. I mean, being from the team that he's at in France, you know, the Mets. I think he understands that. I mean, I don't even think they won the championship this past year in France.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, so I think he's okay.
Yeah,
You know,
gotta
he's
grow.
coming here. He's coming here knowing that this is a different NBA. He may have slipped up and said that it may be soft, but in reality, rule-wise,
A lot more physical.
NBA is a lot softer.
Well, and it's funny that you're bringing that up. The muscling up, that was my biggest thing, is he looks like he is easily breakable, but as quick as he moves, I think the size, the weight, the muscle tone works for him. But it's hard to tell. I'd want him to put on more muscle, but would that slow him
He
down?
just needs a Giannis Boca. That's all that is.
All right, but see, that's the question. Would
Well,
that
we
slow him
gotta
down?
see what happens. in the
Nah, I
first
don't think that'll slow him down. I mean, due to his training videos, I mean, taking care of yourself to not get injured because you know you're that tall, I think you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, Tom Brady's his nutritionist.
Maybe. I
We'll
mean,
take whatever
we're
we
hoping,
can get.
we're hoping he becomes a
He's
GOAT.
drinking the Tom Brady drink.
Hey, San Antonio is thirsty for a championship, and if it comes
Yeah.
with the Tom Brady,
We've been spoiled, and we want one so bad. But the thing is, I think just like the way we've done in the past, we see this kid put out his whole heart on the floor, and do like his predecessors did before. San Antonio's gonna love him. They already love him. They're gonna love him even more. So it's all good. We're all in on this kid. We're not gonna turn our back on him. He's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think so.
Make sure this kid is welcome.
I mean, the fact is that I think the bigger fact is he's probably a superstar before the season starts, and he wants to be.
Yeah, he wants to
You know,
grow
he
into
wants to be. And you don't get a lot of big names that want to be in San Antonio. That literally would say those words. I want to be. Yeah.
Well, except for LeBron. LeBron wanted to come here at one point. Just throwing that out there. Not saying we take him.
I mean, I think a lot of people.
We don't want to talk about LeBron.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would love to get coached under
subject.
Pop, but they wouldn't take. They don't have what it takes to be coached under Pop.
I agree, 100%. Because to be under Pop, you have got to already be at a certain level.
I think you gotta love the game more than you love the money.
And yourself. And yourself.
That's 100.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
The numbers don't lie.
Well, the one thing you need to ask yourself always
Batman would win several multiple back-to-back championships.
contingency plan. There's always contingency plan.
Touche.
There's always contingency.
Batman needs his Robin, and we'll see who's going to be Robin.
Well,
We'll see who's going to be the Robin
Wemby's got his
this year.
Keldon, and his backup's always going to be Vassell.
There's a lot of Robins out there.
You gotta have the Bat family, man.
we
You gotta
got-
have the Bat family.
Right? They may not be the big three, but they'll be our big. They'll be all right.
He'll build it up. He'll build his bet.
We're gonna get a big four. That's all it is.
Ooh, big four.
Sochan, Wemby,
Oh, you're talking big four already.
Keldon, and
Yeah,
Vassell.
before the game.
That's a big
I'm
four.
not calling big
Well,
four.
I'm not too sure. We'll see if Keldon comes out the bench.
You're
or
gonna
not.
call big four before.
I'm gonna call big four. I'm gonna call big four.
And this, this is
This is a
prop
PK,
team.
baby.
This is a prop team. He's betting on
He's
that.
calling it
Oh, yeah.
right here, right
betting?
now
Yeah,
on this
bro, you gotta
episode.
set it, bet it, forget all of
Are
it.
you betting
I
that
am
right
betting.
now?
Matter of fact, I
What
already
time?
did.
What time?
I already did.
Oh,
I
you
already
already
did.
did it.
I bet preseason.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I'll put my money where Prop King's putting his.
I'd buy that for $1.
There you go. Let $1 win a lot more. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
So you're taking our defense from the last in the league
Ooh.
To what it's gonna become now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
where we going? Where
I
we
said
going?
top five.
I'm waiting for the
I think we allowed about 126 points a game last year, like average.
Yeah.
Right? I think that'll bump down at least to about 113.
Oh, I would put it way less than that.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I mean, a
Yeah,
13
that's about where I'm
point.
at.
89.
No,
Wait.
say like 89
Hold on.
points. We're not
89.95
We own the pen.
is what we're going to hold opponents to?
I think
No,
it's
bro.
there.
Yes.
Today's NBA
No.
is all about the threes.
With the
Because-
defense that we have now.
We
Yeah,
own
no.
the paint.
Because this isn't.
You have to rent to come
Hold on.
here.
This is not 1998.
Yeah, I'm saying this
This
is new era
is
basketball.
2000.
shoot from the
Everybody's
outside,
gonna
but you're not coming in the
shoot.
paint
Once
when
you
you
cross
pass.
out court, they're shooting it, and those that can actually do it, they're gonna make them at least 40% of the time.
No, but
I agree with PK around 110, 113. If you think about if we average them 128 last year, that's an 18-point difference.
right?
110, 113.
We may have allowed 126 points, but we averaged about 115 to 118.
I feel like it's too
26.
small of a
We're
deficit.
bringing it down to 100.
I don't know.
I'd at least if we all got to meet in the middle.
With-
max.
I
with
would
the
say
trades
100.
that have been
Max
made,
is 100.
with the trades that
I
have
don't
been
even
made,
think that's the middle because
You're talking about trade.
You gotta understand.
We're gonna still struggle in the East because back then we didn't struggle in the East.
No,
We're gonna
man.
struggle in the
No
East.
East is not
No way.
JV no more. I understand.
Yeah.
East got Milwaukee.
Hey,
Yeah.
the East is always JV to me, man.
I mean, in the West, like I
Butler's
said,
always money, but it's not money until it's the playoff time.
Well, Butler, and I hate to say it, but he's he's sitting in the front of the short bus when we're talking about the Eastern Conference. So I mean, he's great. He's got.
I
the
mean,
skills.
there's no
Talking
short bus
regular
no more.
season.
Yes, I am.
There's no
I'm talking
short
only
bus
regular
no more.
season.
Not playoff.
okay, but
The East is a
you,
full via
you
right
also
now.
have
Now, would you
Giannis
say
and the
full
Bucks.
year against
That's the Bucks.
Western?
The Celtics.
No, that's why I say I
Holiday.
believe Spurs
The
should make the
Celtics, the
playoffs
Holiday.
because the competition in the West is. I don't feel like we're a main focus anymore.
It was.
Touche.
It used to be the West.
Oh, yeah.
Now
But
they got
Spurs are
Holiday
the talk of the
back
West.
and Celtics.
But Spurs are the talk of the West. now.
Celtics now are and
You hear,
Bucks
right
are-
now it's like LeBron retire, he didn't retire. Okay, like what's Wemby doing?
Are we
right
really
now?
worried about the Lakers right now?
No, that's why I say we should make the playoffs. We may see a first round exit, but we
Well, it
should
sounds like-
make it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me say this. Just to piggyback off that. We'll make the play-in.
Oh yeah, the one that's going up. Yeah, the play. The play.
Now, when we actually
Hold on, I
win
wanna
the play-in
say
and
this
get
way,
to
I
the
wanna look
playoffs,
this way. Hold
I still don't think we will.
Play in.
But we'll get the play-in at least.
Yeah, I think it depends.
We'll at least go into the play-in.
I want you to name the teams that are gonna be 6.
Oh, don't be surprised if we're like 7th or 8th,
top
bro.
6?
Don't be surprised if we're 7th or
Why you
8th.
gotta? Okay, the Nuggets lost their team.
Nuggets lost. They lost their core. They lost their core role
They
players.
didn't keep their team.
Yeah.
They still kept
The main one.
They still got Jokic. They still got Porter. They still got.
Porter.
They still got 4 of their
Murray.
5.
playing the full time.
The only guy they lost was Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
That was it. Other than that, they got their starting forward back, bro. 4. Yeah, but
Where's
can
the
he carry
bench?
it? You know what I'm saying? Other than role players
Where's
that they
the
lost,
bench?
role players they lost.
Carry it. He's not gonna be able to carry it on his own.
Well, if we didn't learn anything from the Suns, who didn't have a bench,
Yeah, but
your best 4 cannot win playoff games.
in the Western Conference, who would y'all say is our top threat? Other than the Suns, obviously with Bradley Beal, Kevin
Okay,
Durant.
well, I'm not saying we're beating the Suns. I'm not saying that.
No, I don't.
I'm not saying
I
we're
think
beating the
Suns
Nuggets.
is
I'm
going
not
to be.
saying that at all, but that's only 2.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. As far as, well, before the Lakers, let me ask this. The Suns, do you think these Suns are like to the level of like the, what was it, 92 Suns? I'm trying to remember. When was 93? When they were at their top, right? Are we saying that this year's Suns,
Is that Chris Paul? Because I know he's been in the league forever.
no, this one was when Barkley was there.
Barkley.
Yeah, this one.
Barkley and Thunder Dan.
I'm really hating on Chris Paul right now. I'm not hating on Chris Paul. My bad.
Was he
I was
even
like, damn,
high
he's
school at that time?
No, I'm not doing that. Right.
No, but let me ask you. Do you think they're at that level? When Barkley was at the top of his game, leading the Suns, do you think we're dealing with that kind of Suns team this year?
No, I think they're better than Barkley.
I mean, talent-wise,
Really?
but
Well,
talent-wise, maybe, but coaching-wise, they're not.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
because
about-
we're not
Westfall was
talking
a great
about
coach.
coaching right
But it
now.
all depends
No, we're
on
talking about
coaching, though.
Get on top.
Holistically.
We're talking about talent.
I mean, you're talking about talent, but if you don't have the right
Talent-wise,
players for that
yes.
talent, you're
That's
not going
100.
to get it.
That's 100. That's 100 right
Yeah.
there.
If you don't have the right
Usually
players
was
for
your
that
best
talent.
player. Now you
I
have
mean,
Durant who's your
let's not lie. We all thought the Suns were going to beat the Suns or the Nuggets last season. They had the team to beat it.
Well, I hear you on that. That's what my understanding is. But the thing about it is like this. I think the Suns are better than the Spurs right now.
Yes.
Right now, yes.
I agree.
Talent-wise,
They're
yes.
better than the Spurs right
Experience-wise,
now.
Talent-wise, really?
With now getting Bradley Beal
Yeah.
to that starting 5, yes.
Well, yeah, a little more experience on that side.
Out of
right?
experience,
Suns are
yeah.
favorite, dude. No, and I get that. But with the raw talent that we have right now, if Pop can get them where they need to be, you don't think that team is going to beat the Suns?
I know you're thinking right now.
No.
We may be able to.
Not this season.
We may be able to beat
Not
them.
this season.
He's
Maybe able to
thinking
keep up.
right now. He's the Hoosiers. What else? Coach Carter's coming out.
No, hey. Where's Coach Carter? Bring him in.
I don't think we're gonna have any type of Cinderella story this year.
No.
I agree.
It's just
No,
it's
you're
gonna be a change up though. We're gonna definitely see.
But I
it.
am definitely.
We're going to
thinking
see improvement. We're going to see good things. We're going to see great games from our players.
I'm hoping our role
They're
players.
going to have their nights.
I'm hoping our role players.
Like I
come out.
said, we're going to make the play-in, but that's as far as we're going to go. We won't make the actual playoffs.
You know who I think is
Oh,
really
I
going to be a
disagree.
superstar? You know who I think is going to be a superstar this year?
You've
Vassell.
given me 2 teams.
So,
I think Vassell's really
Wait, are you
gonna,
talking about in the West?
be a
That's what I'm
name.
telling you. You've given me 2 teams
In the West.
In the West.
yeah, okay. You're going to have Denver. They're still going to be up there. You're going to have the Suns, so obviously going to be up
That's
there.
2. That's your 2 teams.
Golden State are going to be up there.
Golden State. We haven't seen
I would've
them.
gone with
But,
Golden
but
State.
to be honest with you, the reason I feel good about this year compared to Golden State is we're almost the same size, other than Wemby down low with Looney, right? They got Kevin Looney. He's a big threat, but we got our guys are just as fast, but they're just bigger. They're
That
just
wingspan,
big.
baby.
If
That
they
wingspan.
play well, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me.
Like,
Okay, we got the Nuggets.
like what I yeah. Go ahead.
You're saying Golden State.
I say Golden State. I would
Golden
go
State,
State.
Golden State's gonna be a
better than us?
threat. Golden State's
not
gonna be a
better.
threat.
Oh, dude, nobody's better than the Spurs.